In the annals of Chinese history, the tale of Qu Yuan stands as a testament to the power of patriotism, poetry, and personal sacrifice. As we delve into the past, we find ourselves in the tumultuous era of the Warring States period, a time of great upheaval and change. Amidst this backdrop emerges the figure of Qu Yuan, a poet, an aristocrat, and a patriot of the state of Qu. Qu Yuan's life unfurls like an intricate tapestry, woven with threads of sparse and often contradictory historical accounts. His existence, dating roughly from 340 BC to 278 BC, is a puzzle that historians and scholars have endeavored to piece together. From a poem written in 174 BC by Jia Yi, a banished official who identified with Qu Yuan's fate, to the biography penned by Han Dynasty historian Sima Qian 80 years later, the details of Qu Yuan's life are as elusive as they are captivating. In the realm of literature, Qu Yuan's contributions are undeniable. He is renowned for his classical poetry and verses, particularly those found in the Qu Ci anthology. The Qu Ci, also known as the Songs of the South or Songs of Qu, is a treasure trove of ancient Chinese verse. Alongside the Shi Jing, it is hailed as one of the two greatest collections of ancient Chinese poetry. The poems attributed to Qu Yuan, whether inspired by his writing or penned by his hand, resonate with his patriotic spirit and his profound love for his homeland. Yet Qu Yuan's legacy extends beyond the realm of literature. He is also etched in the collective memory of the Chinese people as a figure intimately connected to the Dragon Boat Festival. His patriotic fervor and tragic fate are commemorated annually during this vibrant celebration, a testament to his enduring influence on Chinese culture. Qu Yuan's life, shrouded in mystery and intrigue, set the stage for his profound influence on Chinese literature and folklore. As we continue to unravel his story, we will discover the depth of his patriotism, his religious beliefs, his personal sacrifice, and his enduring legacy. Stay with us as we journey through the enigma that is Qu Yuan. Qu Yuan's literary prowess was not just a display of his intellectual depth, but a conduit for his fervent patriotism. This sentiment rings true when we delve into his contributions to the Qu Ci anthology, a collection of poems reflecting the cultural richness of the state of Qu during the Warring States period. His verses, steeped in allegory and symbolism, are considered some of the greatest in ancient Chinese literature, standing shoulder to shoulder with the revered Shi Jing. Qu Yuan's poetry paints vivid pictures of the natural beauty around him, from the lush landscapes to the sprawling rivers. Yet beneath the surface, his verses speak of deeper themes: love for his homeland, lament for its decline, and a call to its people. His poetry, in essence, becomes a mirror reflecting his profound patriotism. One of his most renowned works is The Lament, a poignant piece that encapsulates Qu Yuan's deep sorrow over the corruption and decay plaguing his beloved Qu. This poem, though cloaked in despair, is widely interpreted as a veiled critique of the Qu court's decadence and a passionate plea for moral and political reform. His verses were not just expressions of sorrow or critique, though. Qu Yuan's poetry also served as an instrument of hope, inspiring resilience and fortitude in the face of adversity. His words breathed life into his vision for a prosperous Qu, free from the shackles of corruption. This dream, mirrored in his poetry, was a testament to his undying love for his homeland and his unyielding desire for its betterment. In the poem Encountering Sorrow, Qu Yuan portrayed himself as a loyal minister unjustly ousted by his king. He used this personal tragedy to voice his concern for the state of Qu, subtly critiquing the government's corruption and warning of the impending doom if reforms were not made. His patriotism and devotion to his homeland were so intense that he chose to express his political ideas through his poetry, despite the risk of further ostracization. Qu Yuan's patriotism was not just confined to his poetry, it was deeply embedded in his actions as well. Despite facing exile, he never abandoned his love for Qu. He continuously sought to serve his state, even from the fringes, hoping to steer it towards prosperity. In a time of turmoil and uncertainty, Qu Yuan's verses served as a beacon of hope, a call for reform, and an ode to his homeland. His words echoed his patriotism, painting a picture of a man deeply in love with his country, willing to risk his reputation and life for its betterment. In the end, Qu Yuan's poetry offers us a glimpse into the heart of a true patriot. His verses, rich in imagery and emotional depth, are a testament to his unwavering love for Qu. They stand as a beacon of hope in a time of despair, a call to action in a time of complacency, and a testament to the power of the human spirit in the face of adversity. Qu Yuan's poetry, a blend of profound verses and impassioned patriotism, remains an enduring legacy of his life. Qu Yuan's religious beliefs and personal convictions were integral to his persona and influenced his poetic expressions. Diving into the world of Qu Yuan's religion, we find ourselves immersed in the ancient beliefs of China. Qu Yuan was a product of the polytheistic beliefs of his time, deeply influenced by the spirits of nature, ancestors, and deities. One could say his spirituality was as diverse as the pantheon he revered. His poetry, especially in the Qu Ci anthology, reflects this spiritual diversity. The poems often took on a mystical tone, drawing heavily from his religious beliefs. They danced with the spirits of the mountains and rivers, conversed with the gods, and paid homage to the ancestors. His verse was an open door to the supernatural realm, a testament to his deep-seated reverence for the divine. Qu Yuan's personal convictions were equally potent, shaping his life and work in profound ways. A staunch patriot, Qu Yuan was deeply committed to his state of Qu. His unwavering love for his homeland is a recurring theme in his poems, echoing his personal philosophy of loyalty and devotion. His belief in integrity and righteousness, even in the face of adversity, was another defining trait. Qu Yuan was a man of principle, refusing to compromise his ideals for personal gain. His poem, The Lament, encapsulates this sentiment, portraying his sorrow over the corruption and decline of his beloved Qu. Qu Yuan's personal beliefs extended to his views on life and death. He saw death not as an end but as a transition, a belief that would ultimately lead to his tragic yet symbolic act of drowning. His final act was not one of despair but rather a profound statement of his unyielding principles and his deep spiritual connection to the natural world. Qu Yuan's religion and beliefs shaped his poetry, painting a vivid picture of his inner world and personal philosophy. His work transcends time, reaching out to us across the centuries, allowing us to glimpse into the heart of a man whose spirit was as profound as his verse. In a final act of patriotism and despair, Qu Yuan chose death over witnessing his beloved Qu fall into decay. Qu Yuan's decision, as heart-wrenching as it was not a spur-of-the-moment act. Instead, it was a culmination of events that had been unfolding during the tumultuous period of the warring states. Qu Yuan was a man who loved his state with an undying passion. He was a patriot, through and through, but his patriotism was not blind. He saw the corruption that had seeped into the court of Qu, the declining morals of its leaders, and the inevitable fall that awaited his beloved state. His heart ached, and he tried to warn his fellow citizens, but his words fell on deaf ears. His despair deepened when his beloved Qu was invaded by the powerful Qin state. The Qu court, riddled with corruption and greed, was unable to mount a significant defense. The fall of Qu was imminent. Qu Yuan, unable to bear the sight of his beloved state crumbling, decided to take a drastic step. In a symbolic act, Qu Yuan held a large rock and jumped into the Miluo River, drowning himself. His act was not just a personal protest against the corruption he saw around him but a stark demonstration of his deep love for his state. His death was a sacrifice, a testament to his unwavering dedication to Qu. This tragic event occurred on the 5th day of the 5th lunar month, a day we now commemorate as the Dragon Boat Festival. It is said that the local people who admired Qu Yuan rushed in their boats to save him or at least retrieve his body. This gave birth to the dragon boat races we see today. In his death, Qu Yuan became a symbol of unwavering patriotism, his tragic end sealing his legend in the annals of Chinese history. His sacrifice serves as a poignant reminder of the lengths one can go to for the love of their homeland, making Qu Yuan an enduring symbol of patriotism and selflessness. Every year, the rhythmic drumbeats of the Dragon Boat Festival echo across China, a vibrant tribute to the memory of Qu Yuan. The Dragon Boat Festival, known as Duanwu in China, is a centuries-old event steeped in tradition, color, and energy. But did you know it was born out of a tale of loyalty and sacrifice? It's not just a race of elaborately decorated boats, it's a living, pulsating homage to a man who chose to drown in the mighty Miluo River, rather than see his beloved homeland fall into decay. Qu Yuan, the poet, the patriot, the statesman, is the heart of this festival. His life, his verses, and his tragic end are all encapsulated in the surge and splash of the dragon boats. The festival's origins date back to around the 3rd century BC, around the time of Qu Yuan's death. Legend has it that the local villagers who admired him raced out in their boats to save him, or at least retrieve his body. They beat drums to scare away fish, and dropped rice into the water to prevent the fish from eating his body, a ritual that has evolved into today's dragon boat races, and the tradition of eating zongzi, a kind of sticky rice dumpling. The Dragon Boat Festival, held on the 5th day of the 5th lunar month, is more than just a national holiday in China. It's a cultural phenomenon, a spectacle of unity and rhythm, a tapestry woven with threads of history, folklore, and emotion. The dragon boats themselves are a marvel to behold. Carved from teak wood and adorned with dragon heads and tails, they slice through the water like mythical beasts, powered by teams of rowers moving in perfect synchrony to the beat of a drum. Yet amidst all the revelry and competition, the essence of the festival remains rooted in its tribute to Qu Yuan. His unwavering commitment to his people and his homeland is mirrored in the unity and team spirit displayed by the dragon boat teams. His poetry, filled with raw emotion and vivid imagery, is reflected in the colorful spectacle of the races and the heartfelt folk songs sung by the spectators. Today, the festival has transcended China's borders and become an international event, bringing people from different cultures together to share in the excitement of the races and to learn about Qu Yuan's life and his contributions to Chinese literature and society. His story, told and retold through the ages, continues to inspire and resonate with people around the world, serving as a poignant reminder of the power of integrity, patriotism, and personal sacrifice. The Dragon Boat Festival, a spectacle of color and rhythm, serves as an enduring tribute to Qu Yuan, reminding us of the indelible mark he left on Chinese history. Centuries after his death, Qu Yuan's influence continues to resonate, his life, poetry, and sacrifice immortalized in the heart of Chinese culture. A legendary figure of his time, Qu Yuan's story is a poignant tale of patriotism, passion, and a profound love for his homeland. Qu. His life was painted with bold strokes of dedication and sacrifice, a nobleman who chose the path of righteousness over personal gain. A devoted servant of his state, Qu Yuan's patriotism was as profound as his poetry. His unwavering commitment towards his homeland, even in the face of despair and exile, is an enduring testament to his unyielding spirit. As a poet, Qu Yuan was a luminary, his verses transcending the boundaries of time and space. Through the Qu Ci anthology, also known as the Songs of the South or Songs of Qu, he gave us a treasure trove of poetry that continues to inspire and captivate. His works, brimming with vivid imagery and profound emotions, serve as a mirror to his soul and a window to his world. Qu Yuan's religious beliefs and personal convictions were deeply intertwined with his poetry and his patriotism. His spiritual connection to the divine and the natural world found expression in his verses, his words painting a rich tapestry of ancient Chinese mythology and cosmology. His beliefs were a guiding light in his life, driving him to uphold justice and truth, even when faced with adversity. The Dragon Boat Festival, a vibrant celebration of culture and tradition, is a tribute to Qu Yuan's enduring legacy. The festival's origins are deeply rooted in the folklore surrounding Qu Yuan's death, the dragon boat races symbolizing the frantic search for his body in the Miluo River. The festival, with its colorful boats and sticky rice dumplings, is a fitting homage to a man whose life was as vibrant and textured as the festival itself. In modern times, Qu Yuan's legacy extends beyond the realm of literature and cultural festivals. His name has found a place among the stars, with a crater on Mercury named in his honor. This celestial tribute is a fitting testament to a man whose influence continues to shine brightly, centuries after his time. Qu Yuan's enduring legacy is a testament to his indomitable spirit and his profound love for his homeland. His life, his poetry, his sacrifice, all tell a story of a man who dared to dream, who dared to defy, and who dared to love, deeply and passionately. His legacy is a beacon of inspiration, a symbol of resilience, and a celebration of cultural heritage. From the potent verses of the Qu Ci to the vibrant spectacle of the Dragon Boat Festival, Qu Yuan's legacy continues to echo, a timeless testament to his life, his love for Qu, and his indomitable spirit. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.